The doctor made a cure for zombies from the blood of a survivor after a bite. Do you have any idea what I've been through?
It doesn't matter.
You can make a vaccine.
It's easier to make than to develop. I can do that. Now the zombie bite. It's nothing.
Hello everyone, Kino Jack is in touch, and this is a short retelling of the 12th episode of the second season of the zombie series Nation Z. Here we are almost at the denouement of this season. The series, as always, turned out to be interesting and intriguing. Therefore, I will not detain you, but just ask you, as always, to throw thousands of likes on this video. I advise new arrivals to our channel of shortcomers to open the description and, for full understanding, look at the retelling from the very beginning. Enjoy watching. The zombie catches the drone and smashes it on the ground. Moments later, Vasquez and the rest of the group appear and charge at the zombies. We see that Murphy is still injured and is slowing the group down a bit. The group is surrounded, and Murphy tries to distract the zombies, but he fails. Zeros appear and save the group, after which Scorpio directs them to a safe place. Despite his luck, the Scorpion quickly takes the group hostage. Roberta tries to prevent Scorpion from stealing Murphy, and somehow she succeeds. Murphy shows off his scars and confirms his identity. The Scorpion guarantees the group's safety if they lower their weapons. They obey. Scorpion demonstrates his new energy generation system, and this gives Murphy a bad feeling. A moment later, Escaprin brings the group to Mexico and confirms that he has been spying on the group for a long time. Roberta goes to meet Queen Lorraine. When she is introduced to the group, the Queen quickly thanks Roberta for bringing Murphy to her. She admits that she sent a large group of people to capture Murphy, but they all failed. The group is forced to surrender their weapons. Eddie and Roberta decide to stay alive and try to escape with Murphy in tow. Lorraine shows the group around and informs them that she has an abundance of resources. She tells Murphy that they managed to survive for a reason. She insists that she will deliver the vaccine to people, and her doctor is very close to discovering a breakthrough. She lacks only one ingredient: Murphy's blood. The group stays in a makeshift clinic and is quickly reunited with Dr. Curran. Curran admits that he was brought here to atone for his mistakes in Colorado. Roberta agrees not to kill the doctor, as she no longer has a gun. Lorraine talks about the group's skill and asks Roberta why she won't take revenge on Curran. Roberta admits that Dr. Curran may be the only one who could potentially create a cure. Lorraine sympathizes with Roberta's situation, her desire to kill Dr. Curran, but then insists that Murphy is going to sacrifice himself for the salvation of all mankind. Murphy doesn't like it, and he expresses his concerns. Dr. Curran agrees to work more carefully. In the end, they are left alone, and Curran admits that he told them to look for Murphy. Meanwhile, Lorraine is trying to negotiate with Roberta and her group. She suggests sending them back to the world or hiding here with the Zeros. Roberta wonders if her suggestion is too good to be true. Lorraine insists that the choice depends only on them, after which she turns around. When she turns around, Vasquez tells Roberta to accept the offer. On Vasquez's advice, Roberta tells the Queen that they have agreed to stay. Lorraine admits that they must first undergo an examination, after which bags will be thrown over their heads. Meanwhile, Murphy forces Dr. Curran to admit that he is not capable of making a vaccine. The rest are thrown into a pit, and Scorpio tells them that they will be forced to fight zombies. He admits that the last survivor will be allowed to join their ranks. The first round begins, and a zombie appears. Eddie quickly deals with him. The Scorpion announces the start of the last round, and a large horde of zombies approaches the gate. Before they are released, Scorpion offers to do them a favor, and Vasquez has a flashback. Flashbacks show how Vasquez's family is being killed. He also sees a tattoo on the killer's arm. Scorpio turns off the light and orders the gate to be opened. When the lights turn back on, all the zombies are dead, and Roberta and the group are finally allowed to join the club. Next, we see how Dr. Curran sneaks up to Zero and injects him with the vaccine. He returns the man to the clinic, and he tries to attack Murphy. Murphy manages to control a man who mimics his every move. After a few seconds he falls to the ground and he kills him. Meanwhile, the others are treated like gods and goddesses. As soon as the group gathers, and Scorpio pays them a visit and orders them to go with him, Vasquez finds out that it is also the Scorpion that killed his family by identifying his tattoo. The group's heads are covered with bags, after which they are transported to the party. The Queen goes out on the balcony and addresses her people. She introduces Murphy and praises him as a miracle, and then thanks Roberta and her group. She also confirms that they will become members of the group tonight, as their weapons will be returned to them. Left alone, Roberta asks Vasquez about the tattoo, and he admits that he must take revenge. Vasquez refuses to continue the mission and adamantly insists on killing the Scorpion. The party continues, and Vasquez tracks down his victim. Roberto finally makes his way to Murphy and asks what Kurian did. Murphy admits that they can drink and have fun, as they will most likely die tomorrow. Vasquez sneaks up to the Scorpion from behind and prepares to shoot. All the members of the group watch as Roberto disarms Vasquez and puts him to sleep. Roberta is quickly called the Queen's savior. A Scorpion agrees to make Vasquez talk, and he is taken away. Vasquez is taken away and his wrist is tied. A Scorpion confronts him and starts torturing him. Vasquez admits twice that he did not try to kill the Queen. A Scorpion is interrupted and tells him the good news. Unfortunately, he remains relentless and continues to torture Vasquez. Meanwhile, 10K, Doc and Eddie are trying to come up with a plan. Eddie agrees to talk to Roberta, but she is stopped when Curry enters and announces that he has medicine. He reveals the cure for the zombie H.1Z1. Vasqueza leads as a volunteer for the vaccine. Curry prepares to give Vasquez an injection, and that's where the episode ends.